They flew to Texas under contract, ready to buy their first storage facility, and then they said no and decided to completely walk away. Quick story. Ramon and Casey, who are part of the Storage Wins community, got their first deal under contract. They went out there and they were excited about the deal, as naturally as anybody buying their first deal would be. But yet when they got on site and they started to peel back the layers of the onion on this deal, it wasn't what they thought. The roof was in significantly worse condition than the owner had shared with them. When they started talking to locals, they started talking to businesses, they went to the city, they uncovered things about the market that really gave them a lot of reason to pause. And they ultimately decided to walk away. Now, here's where the story gets interesting. A lot of people would try to fit a circle into a square, and people get anxious about doing their first deal. But the goal isn't to just buy your first storage facility. The goal is to buy the right storage deal. And so I'm extremely proud of those guys for staying disciplined, for trusting but verifying the information. And even though some might think that it was a failure to go under contract, fly out there, only to not close, I actually think the exact opposite. It was a huge win because they gained confidence. They learned a ton about the process of going through due diligence to dot the I's and cross the T's to buy a storage facility. And they ultimately saved themselves tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars in the long run, a lot of headaches, and now they can focus on finding the right opportunity. So don't be so anxious to close the deal. Yes, you got to act, you got to move quickly, but the key is to buy the right deal. And that only happens when you put in the repetitions and you start looking at a lot of deals. I'm going to be hanging out with these guys in a private beach house in Key Largo next month. I'm probably going to be interviewing them to unpack all the lessons learned, extract all the wisdom and the nuggets. So if you would like to check out that interview, just comment the word interview below. And as soon as it's ready, I can get it over to you.